Sammy Pants. Hi. Come on, table. Good boy. Oh, are we doing the, oh, hi. I didn't realize we were doing the video. So there have been some requests about, how do you show groom? And, clipping feet, yada, yada, yada. So we're going to do start to finish show groom, little burst of clips, because you guys are not going to want to watch like a 3.5 hour video for a dog. So we're going to be doing little burst of videos. And the start of this, Sam's going to be our demo dog. He has the most coat. If you don't have a dog with as much undercoat as he does, your process time will be a lot shorter. But Sam has been lacking in the grooming area because I have been busy cleaning up from puppies and doing dog things. So first things first, he's on a grooming table. We're gonna get him to stand up. Good boy. Sammy, stand. Thank you. Okay, ready? We're gonna go over. Good boy. So Sam has not been bathed yet. And I have not been keeping up with his maintenance brushing again because I've been busy. So I'm gonna take a little bit of, I think this is diluted Just Divine from Chris Christopherson. We'll do a video about a product. But this just cleans his coat a little bit. Really, it's any sort of detangler and coat cleaner. Because remember, you don't wanna brush with a wet coat. So this is a little bit of line brushing is what we're gonna be starting with. So you can see here. All right, so we got our camera angle turned around so you can see his coat. So this is a little bit of line brushing. This is the start of line brushing, and it's coat prep for his actual bath. So again, I've used Just Divine, spritzed it on. I have this little mister here. It gets wetter than what you might imagine with just a little spritz. Good boy, Sam. Okay, so I just do a quick little thing here. You could also use some clips, which I don't have right now. But you're gonna pick a section of hair. So we'll, right like that. Okay. So this is just pulling out his undercoat. We have our a Pinello for the 40-degree angle here, and we're just kind of taking and pulling through, right like that. So you can see where his undercoat is just kind of pulling out. He's relaxing. So I'm doing this. So I'm just gonna focus on this section right here. I'm doing this as fast as I possibly can. This is not line brushing yet. We are prepping the coat for the line brush by taking out any easy dead hair undercoat that needs to come out. Good boy, Sam. So he lays on this side. So Josh, can you zoom in a little bit? So right in here, you can already see kind of where this tangle is, and the undercoat is coming out. You can see it here and here. Remember, we've already sprayed this coat. We're just brushing down right now. We're not gonna pull too hard on him. He's being a very good boy. This really doesn't hurt its dead coat anyway. And remember, I've picked this one patch area to do. We're gonna come up here. Just keep brushing right like this. Okay. So this was with one pass in this area, first pass in this area rather, from here to here. So you can already see the difference in what his coat looks like from this to that. And that is how much undercoat that I got out. So I'm gonna throw this away. And now I'm gonna start line brushing the section that I prepared. So in a line brush, I'm gonna draw a line. That simple. Okay. Spritz, because it's already dry. Again, he has a very thick coat. So I'm gonna come back here. And now, since I've already taken the hair down, I'm gonna take this hair back. And even though I already got a lot of that hair out of that line, there's still coat coming out. This is why you line brush. I'm gonna come here. So ladies, if you think about when you blow dry your hair or you do a blowout or something like that, it's the same concept. I'm just not using beauty clips at the moment. Later on in the grooming session, we will be. And right here is the last. This is line brushing. This is the second step in line brushing. So we did the first set there. I'm gonna do the same set with below. There we go, right like that. There we go. Sam, you're being a very good boy. Okay, that's after the second. Same area that I already did. And this is why, if you take your dog to the groomer and you have to pay, I don't know, some ridiculous amount of money, this is why, because it does take a lot of time when they're kept in full coat. So now we're gonna do it the other way. Same idea. There's your line, but we're coming back the other way. Another line. I'm not ripping the hair. I'm being very careful when I do this. I'm not just, pulling it or ripping it. I'm just sort of judiciously deciding where that line goes. Good boy. So you can see, even though I've already been over it twice, there's still some dead hair that says, yeah, no, I'm not ready to come out yet. So we're just gonna take and gently, not a pull, we're not pulling, I know, good boy. Right like that. Right there is that hair. We know it's there. I'm taking these little teeth right like this. So those bearded collies you see in the show ring or on the TV, they go through this sort of brushing, the show groom, frequently. When we are getting in ready for show coat, we are doing this show coat groom regimen once a week. Okay, so we got that same line of hair did again. So we've brushed it down initially, back, forward. Now we're gonna go up. This is what I got off again. Now Sam has a lot of hair, so you may not get all of this off of your Beardy, and you're definitely not gonna get it all off of your puppy. But Sam has a lot of hair. And again, he's dried out a little bit. So we're gonna wanna spritz him again with that Just Divine grooming spray. It's a detangler and a cleaner. So you can see here. So we're making that artificial line again, right like that. Nice thing about a bearded collie's coat is it naturally falls. Okay, and since this is my last line brush there, you can see it's kind of going pretty smooth. That is how much I got out of going up. I'm not ripping his coat, I'm simply getting out the dead coat. So then, for good measure, for this one side, we're just gonna go back, right like this. Not ripping, judiciously making a line, keeping my comb at the 40-degree angle, right like this. I'm not going all crazy with my brush. I'm being very judicious about how I am putting the brush through the hair, because a bearded collie's hair, not when it's dry, but when it's wet, is prone to damage, breaking. Okay, so that, and then we always want to make sure we get at the very tippy top of the root, right where their coat kind of separates, because a lot of times people do a really good job down here, but forget the top. So we're just keeping that brush right like that. And you can see the dead coat just letting go. You don't hear ripping, you just hear the comb working itself through the coat. And people are like, how is the dog handling this? The dog is asleep. Well, he was, until I started bothering All right. So we'll see you guys in, I don't know, our time, probably like, I don't know, what do you think, Sam? About an hour and a half? And then we'll do a little bit of grooming in the bathtub. That's a step 2. All right, I'll see you then.